Today's lesson is 10.6, deciding where to start dividing. The objective for today says that I will use the standard algorithm to divide 3-digit numbers by 1-digit numbers and properly decide where to begin dividing. The problem that I'm looking at today says that Ian is using craft sticks to make picture frames. He has 152 craft sticks. He uses 6 sticks for each frame. How many frames can he make? So we are trying to decide with his 152 craft sticks, if he puts 6 sticks on each one of his frames, how many total picture frames can he make? So I'm using the problem 152 divided by 6 sticks per frame, and then I can go ahead and start my actual division. Well, I always go place value by place value. So 6 goes into 1, 0 times. But if that happened, then I underline my first 2 place values. So I look at the number 15. I kind of ignore this last one for now. So 6 goes into 15 2 times. Notice how I'm always keeping my numbers lined up. So I wrote my 2 directly above that 5. So that was my division. Now I'm multiplying 6 times 2, which is 12. And then I'm going to subtract 15 minus 2 gives me 3. I'm checking to make sure that 3 is less than 6, which it is, and then I can bring down whatever number I have right next to it, which is a 2. Now I'm ready to start my steps over again. So this time, I'm going to divide whatever number is right here. So I have 32 divided by the 6. 6 goes into 32 5 times. Now I'm going to multiply 6 times 5, which is 30, and subtract to have a remainder of 2. So for this problem, he can make 25 total picture frames, but he would have 2 craft sticks left over. In your notes, I would like for you to go ahead and write down both of these problems, 459 divided by 3 and 459 divided by 5. So 459 divided by 3, we will solve first. Then we'll do 459 divided by 5. For this first one, we again want to make sure we have our steps written down. How many times does 3 go into 4? So we go 1 place value at a time. 3 goes into 4 1 time. Now I multiply 3 times 1, which is 3. Ready to subtract 4 minus 3, which is 1. 1 is less than 3, so I'm good. Bringing down 1 digit at a time, so I only bring down the number that is next to the place value that I'm working with. So now I'm bringing down that 5. Once I've gone to bring down and I still am ready to go, then I start back over. I divide whatever number I've just finished with, which was 15, divided by 3. So 3 goes into 15 5 times. 3 times 5 is 15, and I subtract and get 0. So this time I've done all of these steps. 0 is definitely less than 3, so I can keep on going. Now I'm going to bring down my 9. And I'll do the same thing. I have to start over yet again. So I'll do 3 goes into 9 3 times. 3 times 3 is 9. And I end with 0. I always want to end with either a 0 or a number less than the number that I'm dividing with. That is the only way to officially be done with a long division problem. Looking at this one, does 5 go into 4? Well, this time that does not work. So I'm going to underline my first 2 place values this time. So I have how many times does 5 go into 45? Well, I know that actually goes in evenly. So I write my number up here. 5 times 9 is 45. And then I subtract and get 0. That is less than 5, so I'm good to go. Now I can bring down my 9. So I have to ask myself, how many times does 5 go into 9? Which was 1 time. 5 times 1 is 5. 9 minus 5, which would give me 4. So again, I've done all of these steps. I have nothing left to bring down, which would mean that 4 would be my remainder. So on this one, my answer would be 91, remainder 4. I would like for you to solve both of these 2 problems in your notes and have them ready to share with me.